Right now on Up with KREM, we hear from local leaders about the preliminary investigation into the firing of Spokane's leading health official, Bob Lutz, why they think the findings are wrong.
And we'll take you outside, talk a little bit of cloud cover throughout the day today, but sunshine dominating the forecast as temps continue to rise.
Up with KREM begins now.
Well, good morning and welcome to Up with KREM. The Kalispel Tribe and the Washington Gambling Commission reached a tentative agreement on sports betting at Northern Quest. Now, it's an idea that started back in 2018. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll talk about and take a look at what it took for Washington leaders to allow sports betting in the state. But first, we want to know, what do you think? Should sports betting be allowed across the state? Text us your thoughts, 509-448-2000. Yeah, this one is a hot topic for sure.
That's a text one that I'm really excited to hear. Yeah, if you have an opinion about sports betting in the state of Washington, please text us 509-448-2000. I would love to read these.
Absolutely. All right, but something else I want to talk about, Jeremy, is the forecast, because it is Friday Eve. We love saying Friday Eve around here, Baby Friday, whatever you want to call it. One day closer to the weekend.
I mean, yesterday you saw me with the weekend vibes, giving the weekend forecast every chance I could. Today, why slow down? We've got beautiful weather as we kick things off today, and temperatures are sitting quite mild. We're at 50 here in Spokane. As a kid, I would tell my mom, at 50, I do not need a coat. Mom, it's 50 this morning, I don't need a coat. And I was pretty adamant. As an adult, I still grab a light coat. You learn a lot as you grow up. 50 this morning though, but temperatures are on the rise. It is down in the 40s in Coeur d'Alene and Sandpoint. You're in the mid 40s there, 50 in Moses Lake and upper 40s in Wenatchee. Either way, dress for the weather, but dress in layers. That's my tip for today for all you kids out there who are saying, I don't need a coat, it's 50. No, grab it. Dress in layers. Have room in the backpack, shove it in there later on today. That's the perfect way to do it. We'll see more sunshine throughout the day today, but expect a little bit of cloud cover later on. We're going to call it partly cloudy. We're going to call it clear this morning. A couple clouds build later on in the peak of daytime heating. We're at 50 now. By 8, we're in the mid 50s. By 9, we're up close to 60. And that's, you know, if you're heading out the door at 9, you can forget the coat, because by this afternoon, temps are in the mid 70s under these partly cloudy skies. And today, it's the coldest day we'll see as we head into the weekend, because by this weekend, Tim, I had to show it, temps in the 80s, both Saturday and Sunday.
Always looking forward to the weekend. Thanks so much. Well, this morning we are hearing from local leaders about the preliminary findings of the State Board of Health's investigation into the firing of former Spokane health official Dr. Bob Lutz. The initial report says there is evidence that SRHD Administrator Amelia Clark may have violated state law when she ousted Dr. Lutz this fall. So KREM 2 did reach out to Dr. Lutz, but he declined to comment, as well as the Administrator Amelia Clark, who declined as well. The spokesperson for the State Department Board of Health also declined to comment. However, we did receive a statement from the current SRHD board chair, Mary Cooney. It reads in part, Dr. Lutz could not have been terminated on October 29th because he continued to receive his full pay and benefits until termination by the SRHD board on November 5th of 2020. He was placed on administrative leave. That, of course, does not line up with the preliminary investigation found. The report suggests the leave was retroactive and Lutz was in fact terminated on October 29th. If you would like to see the full report, text the word report to 509-448-2000. We'll send more information right to your phone. The Kalispel Tribe and Washington Gambling Commission have reached a tentative agreement on sports betting at Northern Quest. Sports betting at tribal casinos became an option after the 2018 decision by a U.S. Supreme Court struck down a federal law that banned commercial sports betting in most states. Following that decision, the Washington legislature passed a bill that allows sports gambling at tribal casinos. While the framework for the deal has been reached, it must go through a number of state and federal approvals before sports betting can start. A spokesman with the tribe said it's one of the biggest developments for the tribe since they got approval back in 1998 to build the casino. So this morning we want to know your thoughts about sports betting in Washington. Text us at 509-448-2000. You may see your comments here on Up with KREM. Well, there is a pop-up vaccine clinic today in downtown Spokane. Kind of sounds like a party on Wall Street. There will be live music, games, and prizes. Oh, and of course, you can get a Johnson & Johnson vaccine with no appointment needed. Nicole Hernandez is there now to tell us more about the event. Good morning, Nicole.
Yeah, good morning, Tim. So a few different places or organizations like the Downtown Spokane Partnership, River Park Square, and Spokane Regional Health all partnered together to make this pop-up clinic here happen today for vaccines. It's happening here on Wall Street, right here in downtown, right near Riverfront Park, and it's starting at 4:30 today. We'll go for about 2 hours until 6:30 this evening. Anyone 18 and up can stop by today and get that Johnson & Johnson vaccine. It's one shot. You won't need a second appointment. And like you heard Tim say, there will also be live music, games, prizes, and giveaways. Downtown Spokane will cover up to 2 hours of parking at Riverfront Square to anyone that gets a vaccine today at the pop-up clinic. And if you need a ride to the clinic, you can call 328-1552, and Spokane Public Transit will give you a free ride. This program runs through June 12th. Lime scooter riders can also get 2 free rides to any vaccination clinic in the city. Just use the promo code on your screen, and both free rides will last up to 15 minutes. You can also reserve a time slot. Even though this is a walk-up clinic, you can reserve a time slot. I'll show you how. You go here to the downtownspokane.org website. You can see it's pop-up vaccination clinic, nice and big. You just scroll down a little bit, hit sign up here. And then once that loads, you can scroll down and see where the appointments are available. Some of them are already booked up, but there's plenty more to book. And this website will hold your appointment there for about 25 minutes until you confirm it. And if you're interested in getting a link to this site, to this sign up area, you can text the word vaccine to 509-448-2000. We'll send that to you. Live in Spokane, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
Nicole, thanks so much for breaking that down and telling us what's happening. Well, there are a lot of COVID-19 vaccine headlines this morning, so let's get right to it. Here's 3 things you should know today. First, the CDC gave the green light to using Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine in children as young as 12. That's nearly 17 million more Americans eligible to get the shot. President Biden says by next week, 60% of Americans are expected to have received at least 1 dose of the COVID vaccine. Number 2, the Biden administration is partnering with Uber and Lyft to give free rides to anyone who wants to get a COVID shot. The rideshare program will launch within the next 2 weeks. The president is trying to reach populations that might not have easy access to the vaccine. Number 3, Riverfront Park is hosting a pop-up vaccine clinic tomorrow. According to the city of Spokane, the city is partnering with Albertsons, the Washington State Department of Health to set up the clinic. They will be providing the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. The Medical Reserve Corporation and the National Guard will be administering the shots. The clinic will start tomorrow from 3 to 7 p.m.
As many people continue to get their COVID-19 vaccine shots, some want to know what else it impacts. Bob Satterfield emailed the Verify team with this question.
After being fully vaccinated for COVID-19, does donating blood diminish the vaccine's effect?
With Verify, we tell you our sources first. We talked with Dr. John Wary from the Penn Institute of Immunology and Dr. Karen Rausch from the Methodist Health System's Department of Pathology. When you get your COVID-19 vaccine, your immune system responds by producing plasma cells, which act as huge factories that continuously make antibodies. You have about 5 liters of blood in your body. Let's use these 1-liter bottles to illustrate. When you donate blood, that only takes out 450 milliliters, or less than half of 1 bottle. This isn't enough to have any impact on the vaccine shot's effectiveness.
While you may lose some of the antibodies in your blood, a very small percentage, the important cells that are making those antibodies stay put.
And in some cases, a phenomenon called rebound can happen where your body actually makes more antibodies after you donate blood.
The body's very good about re-levelizing once something happens to it, and that's certainly the same case for blood donation.
So we can verify. Donating blood does not impact the effectiveness of your COVID-19 vaccine shot.
Well, we are going to take you outside coming up after the break, let you know what to expect this weekend. We've already talked how warm we get. We'll let you know how we get there, how long it sticks around, and what makes Saturday and Sunday slightly different from each other.